Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask! Last time, we conquered the fourth and final temple, Stone Tower Temple, all the way over in the eastern region of Icona. After that, we did nothing else because actually we were out of time in the cycle, so yeah, that was it. Anyway, this time is actually going to take place across 2 cycles because there was something I frankly should have done last cycle that I completely forgot to, and so I'm gonna be spending a cycle this episode doing it real quick along with a couple of other minor things. But yes, we are back to another kind of cycle of side questing adventure, big side quest backlog that we need to clear out, but don't worry, this one is not going to be nearly as long. I have a list of every single thing I need to do written down, and it's not quite as long as the one for in between Great Bay and Icona, so I can't really tell right now, but I suspect it's gonna take, like, 2 videos to get through it all, not even 3. We're gonna have to see, though. First of all, though, I'd like to make my way to the observatory. Do I remember this code correct? Oh my god, I have no life. How do I just remember that code? I'm gonna get these rupees because I'm currently on a mission to save up 5,000 rupees inside the Clocktown Bank to get that piece of heart, so that is very important that I grind up rupees this session. Or this set of videos, not necessarily this session. I'm not making myself get it done this recording session. That would be a little ridiculous. I don't think I'm even at 2,000 rupees yet in the bank. Oh yeah, I haven't been mentioning it at all up until this point, but for whatever reason, the 3DS version decides to remove the rainbow coloring on the stairs in the Astral Observatory. I don't know why, they're just basic wooden stairs now. It's yet another heinous, horrible change that ruins the remake, am I right, guys? To be fair, there is no reason for them to remove it, and yes, the aesthetic is kind of lessened, but, like, come on. Is that seriously going to ruin the remake for you? Please don't let it. Alright, so in the, every time we've been to the Astral Observatory and have looked at the telescope, we've seen this Deku Scrub flying around Termina Field. I remember I used to think this guy was the one you can give the Moon's Tear to, in Center Clocktown, but he's been appearing every single time we've looked at it, even if we haven't given that one the Moon's Tear, so, hello, sir, where are you going? That's my question right now. See, because he has the same 3 bags, including the bag that one carries the Moon's Tear in, so I thought it was the same guy, but apparently it isn't. So if you watch this guy long enough, and if you can keep, oh my god, okay, there's a hole right there. I don't think we've ever been to that hole, which is strange because it is right there, and that's where he goes. I don't know if that hole just straight up isn't there until you see him, or if it is there the whole time and you have to see him go into it to do this next thing, but either way, we're gonna follow him. 1 second. I have to let the sun and the moon listen to my notes before I can actually start flying. My bad. Forgot that was an important part of the process. Okay, I've got to be honest. I got the same opinion about that whole, oh, you can't fast travel indoors, as I do about not being allowed to fast travel in mini dungeons in Elden Ring, and that is, why? What's the reason? I mean, there's really no reason you shouldn't be allowed to fast travel in those, or I would think. But hey, what do I know about game design? It's just that, like, playing the Song of Soaring is already kind of inconvenient. It takes a while to do, and then you have to sit through the whole animation, so the fact that there's this extra layer of, oh, you can't do it inside is just a little stupid if you ask me. If the reason is because, like, the animation is impossible to load indoors for one reason or another, I would get it, but I think another thing that bothers me is that it's very inconsistent about which indoor areas it works in. It's like, there's some where it can work and some where it doesn't. Okay, so, yeah. After you follow this guy in, he'll be here to talk to you. Ah! What are you doing here? This is my secret storage unit. It's a problem if you come in here without permission. Please, I'll sell you a piece of heart if you just keep this place a secret. 150 Be right back. No good? In that case, leave me no choice. Oh! I forgot he actually lowers the price. What about one for 100 rupees? I can afford that. Well, good thing I stocked up on those rupees earlier. I forgot this guy sold it to you. I thought you could just get it for free, whatever. It's not that I don't believe you, but just to be safe, I'm moving my storage. You hurry up and get out too. What's the problem with me knowing where your storage is? What, are you worried I'm gonna come and steal your loot? Well, let's check out what loot you had. Yeah, I know, I'm not making myself look good here at all, but I can't access that hole wherever you got that from. If it's the stuff in the bags you're worried about, I can't get those. I don't know what you're so worried about. You got a single rupee in a pot and nothing in the box and a swarm of bugs. But I guess Deku Scrubs don't mind bugs nearly as much. Or really, should they? Because don't bugs like eat trees and plants and other things? Shouldn't they mind bugs? Very quick way to nab this chest right here. I'm gonna go around and collect all the red rupees and turn them in a field real quick. That was very quick defeat. Wow, you can kill these guys super fast. Yippee! 3 blues. 3 blues clues. Oh, come on. I'm not trying to hit his arm. Come on. There we go. That didn't do nearly as good as I thought it would. Well, that's a shame. Time to punch him to death then. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. He didn't even try turning. You know, that's actually kind of a useful hint, even though we have already been there. And it is somewhat on topic for what I'm going to be doing later this video. That's not a bad hint. You ain't bad. I'm going to give you a slash for my Great Fairy Sword as reward. There we go. Finally got that rupee from that freaking hill. Night falls. And I've got some things to show you as a result. First of all, let's jump down here to the beach. Oh, for fuck's sake, leave me alone! Dude, these guys, the levers and how they're everywhere in the sand reminds me of that one educational video about physics I watched in, I think, elementary school. I think I've seen it a couple times. And there's one point where some guy says, like, levers are everywhere in that voice. And it's always stood out to me as being kind of funny. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I think I failed to before. This pattern on the wall here, I think we've passed by it before multiple times. This is a pattern of rocks in the shape of the constellation Cassiopeia. Why is it in this game? Well, the YouTube channel Luigi Brothers made a video going over it and saying how apparently the center star of the Cassiopeia constellation has an uncommon nickname of Navi. It might just be a coincidence that they put that in the game, and it, like, happens to relate to the character Link is looking for at the beginning of the game, which I don't think I've ever established out loud now that I realize it, but yeah, Link was looking for his fairy partner, Navi, back in the Ocarina of Time at the start of this game, and unfortunately, he was fairly unsuccessful, but yeah, that could be why that's there. In other news, I've got some other secrets to show you. Earlier, I went to pick up a Deku Stick because if you take a Deku Stick and you hold it out, and you approach a swarm of butterflies, hopefully without catching the attention of anyone else. I only got one stick, and I don't want anyone taking this from me. That butterfly will start to fly towards me, and now it's circling the stick, and Link's no longer holding the stick. 1 second. Okay, come on. I think from here, what you want to do, you want to touch the tip of the stick to the butterfly. There we go. If you can manage to touch the tip of the stick to the butterfly, it will transform into a fairy. Pretty cool secret. I wonder if it has any relation to some kind of, like, fairy tale or something. This was an Ocarina of Time as well, and they carried it over to this game because, you know, this game runs in the same engine. You may as well. Final thing I want to show. If it's nighttime, this pea hat down here is actually dormant. And if you attack it, it releases smaller pea hats called pea hat larvae. You don't know about it? I mean, I kinda do, but yeah. They just kind of fly at you. You cannot fight the pea hat at nighttime, and that's basically the main thing. So you can only get this piece of heart during the daytime. It's a pretty cool little thing. Anyway, off to town with me. I've got something I need to do. The Deku Baba is poised to jump as I'm playing this. Why don't you take your chance, buddy? Look, it's taking me a long time to get out of here. Come on, man. Don't just wait around. Now it looks stunned. To do what I wish to do this cycle, we must save the old lady's luggage from the thief, whose name we now know is, Sakon or something? Anyway, I would also like to show something extra with this sequence. If you shoot him with a bow as he's trying to escape, I just murdered him. I would say, hey, guard, don't catch me, but that guard's useless. He probably wouldn't have done anything about it anyway. I'm just gonna, you know, go away and go hide somewhere. Alright, let me do it normally. Hey-ya! No. Hi-ya! There we go! I should have done with the Great Fairy Sword. It would have been much more fun. Hey, you there! Hey, you thief! Your name's Sakon, right? Well, it's time to suck on these nuts! I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I had to do it at some point, okay? Useless guard is useless once more. I guess he's sleeping, unless a Deku Scrub comes by, and then, you know, he wakes up and stops the Deku Scrub from leaving. Okay, with that done, something new has unlocked for us on the final night. Before we warp straight ahead to the final night, there are a couple of things I wish to check out, so I'm gonna go check out those things right now. Magic Bean! This could be the last one I end up buying in the entire game, we'll have to see. My next stop is at Stone Tower, because I'm curious about... 1 second, I need to go get water, shit. Sploosh. Alright, where was I? Let's expose the emblems, flip the place upside down, and then I want to see where that magic bean patch goes. Because there's a patch of soft soil over by the entrance, and I hit every wrong switch because Stone Tower loves to waste my time even now. I'm sorry, Stone Tower, you're such a cool area, but your gameplay is terrible. I just have to be honest with you. We do need to play Elegy of Emptiness. Fine. I thought I was done, but I guess not. Man, when I was recording the 3DS footage to get some footage of inside Stone Tower Temple, it was so nice to be able to just press A to skip that animation every time. No, not that. I want to hit that thing. Can I hit the top of it? Will that count? Oh my god, am I actually gonna have to go? There has to be a way to get an angle on it, right? Come on! How'd you come out of the wall there? That's not an open hole or anything. Here we go. What the fuck is... Hit the damn thing already! Come on! What? Oh my god, Stone Tower! Stop being Stone Tower! Thank you. You stopped being Stone Tower, and now you've become... Rowets... and nuts. Yeah, something like that. Anyway. What is this? Where does this patch lead? This I must find out right now. And while I'm actually thinking of it, I may as well touch on a small change in the 3DS version. Actually, a bunch of small changes in the 3DS version is the more accurate way to put it, because they've actually changed a lot of the sound design throughout the game, and the Stone Towers flipping upside down is one of them. There's a much, like, louder sound that plays when it happens, like a as it flips, and I think that definitely adds a lot. There's also a little extra sound effect added for, what am I thinking of? Yeah, the Song of Time cutscene, rather than it just being the low wind combined with the... Hi, what? There's another one. Well, where does that one go? Okay, I'll be honest, I had no idea this existed. Okay, bombs, fairy, magic. I have no need for fairies in a bottle since this is gonna be a really quick cycle. Hey, rupees, what's in these chests? Oh! Oh my god, please have, like, water or something. I don't want to backtrack for more water. 10 Bomb Chew. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Actually, that is fine. I did want to use Bomb Chew for something else around these parts, so I guess it's not all bad. Silver Rupee. You know, that's pretty cool. I had no idea this existed. I love discovering new shit like this. Sadly, where does this go? I don't have water, so I can't grow it. I could look around and take a guess, maybe it just takes me back down, and that's how I get off of this place, and they're expecting me to have another cup of water, but I don't. Or maybe it takes me up there? I mean, there are boulders spawning over there. Yeah, there are boulders spawning all the way up there. Why else would they be spawning there if you couldn't access that? Oh my god. Okay, here's where and you can easily just jump back down from here. So those magic beans have to lead to more places. I have to know. I'm sorry, I must come back. Ah, the zoom out effect isn't happening. This indicates that the Southern Swamp is one of those areas where it just seamlessly transitions to daytime. Let us watch the moon grow bigger in an instant. It's gonna be terrifying. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! That is very scary, but kind of funny as well. That's not what I didn't need magic beans, I needed water. Why am I like this? At least you can reuse magic beans that you've already planted within the current cycle, and I don't have to get another set to ride this again. That is very nice. Still, though, you will need to replenish any that you've planted in a previous cycle that haven't come back. Can I get a magic refill real quick? I didn't mean to slice that fairy in two. I am very sorry, fairy. I am very sorry, if you will. Alright, I got 2 bottles of water, just in case there's a third one after this. Please don't just take me back down to the starting platform. Please take me out somewhere actually interesting. Okay, where are you going? If you take me back, just back down here, I swear to God. You're taking me back down here. Are you gonna take me up somewhere interesting afterwards? No. Yippee! I guess while I'm here I can test something. I was able to play the Song of Soaring to get out of here. So if you play Song of Soaring and warp to Stone Tower, does that automatically uninvert the temple? Like if I do this, because there's no owl statue in the inverted version, so you probably teleport to the uninverted version of this place, right? Yep. Okay, that's actually a really nice way to quickly uninvert the temple without having to shoot the thing off. Okay, so I found out in this room there's actually a much easier way to get up on the edges than to dolphin jump. You can use the Dexy hand. The Dexy hand will throw you up onto the ledge for free. I wish I knew that at the time. I mean, it is more fun to make a dolphin jump yourself without having to, you know, get grabbed by an enemy, but still, if you're having trouble with it, then you may want to be lent a hand, if you will. That is an attack the Garo Master can do that he never did to us back in the last episode. He can disappear and then reappear above you like that. Just thought I'd show that off real quick. What do dungeon item chests have inside of them when you already have the item? Probably blue rupee, right? Yeah, pretty much everything, if you already have it and the game doesn't want to give you a copy of it, pretty much everything turns into a blue rupee. Okay, so I'm backtracking into the temple for a specific reason, and that is, I had a theory while editing the last video that you can actually get this switch using a bomb chew in the right side up version of the temple. Can this guy notice me already so I can kill him faster? That'd be really nice, thanks. Okay. And now, I've come here to see if that is the case. After all, I did just pick up 10 bomb chew from that magic bean secret not long ago. So yeah, the chest's supposed to be down here. Now if we spin... Oh my god. That was actually really satisfying. So there's the switch in there. It's on the ceiling for us right now. Can a bomb chew climb up the walls and angle itself just right to explode near it? That's what I'm here to find out. Let's go. Okay, that didn't work. I think I have to be angled more this way. Maybe. Oh my god, you totally can! Okay, so there's a way you can actually avoid backtracking to get this stray fairy. You could just activate that switch in the upside down version, or you can use a bomb chew. And it's not even that hard to do, so there you go. No need to backtrack if you have a bomb chew along with you, but like I did say in editing in the last video, are you really gonna have a bomb chew when they're this useless most of the time? Like, in this case, they're really useful, but in other cases, not so much. So here's something I don't really get. The darkness which my servants live after all fleeting. You shall see with your own eyes just what kind of thing true darkness really is. If it's true darkness, I wouldn't be able to see it. How does that make sense? Anyway, in this fight, there's actually a special little Easter egg if you wear the captain's hat. I think. Oh, Kita! Is it not Captain Kita? But you're so... tiny! I was nearly fooled by what you have done. You almost fooled the fucking King of Icona. At least he is, like, you know, at least he isn't actually fooled by it in the end. What happens if I shoot you guys with light arrows, now that I'm thinking about it? Oh, that must hurt you a lot, huh? That must hurt you a lot. Is that a replacement for using the sun on them? I don't think it is, actually, okay. Could you imagine staying in this hotel, going out in the middle of the night for a little snack or something from a vending machine, and then seeing that staring at you? What the fuck is that mask? Why is it there on top of the stairs? I think that's the point. It's to scare you for daring to leave your room in the middle of the night. Alright, buddy, what's up? Oh my god, 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 that was perfect, this is perfect, this is still perfect, it's still being perfect, yes! That was perfectly timed, wow. Dawn of the final day is here, and I have set Snowhead back to Springhead, if you will, for a very particular reason. That's because the past 2 times I did this, I completely neglected a treasure chest sitting under the water in this direction. This treasure chest is quite special indeed. I bet you can't guess what's inside of it. Ooh, I bet you can't wait to find out either. There's a reason why I'm going out of my way for it. It's not just because it could be rupees, which, I mean, it could be. But with an animation like this, is it gonna be rupees? Nope, it's gonna be the key to our 16th heart container. I wanted to get 16 hearts before I did stuff in the next cycle for a particular reason. You'll find out. I hope this time, maybe not this time. I don't know, we'll have to see. I've heard tellings that this gossip stone back here in the Cuckoo's Shack, where you can find Grog and the baby chicks. The baby chicks? I just said the same word twice, basically. Anyway, this has something interesting to say, so let's talk to it. A torture device of insomnia called the All-Night Mask seems to be available at the Curiosity Shop. Well, doesn't that sound extremely interesting? Let's search for that immediately! But before we do, I would like to let you hear the Romani Ranch theme, / Lon Lon Ranch theme from Ocarina of Time, because it's reused from that game. It's one of the most nostalgic tracks in the game for me, and I'm not really sure why, so have a listen. I'm not sure what it is about this theme that feels so nostalgic to me. I guess just... I don't know. I'm a city kid. I never lived on a farm. I did stay on a farm one time to actually see a solar eclipse, which I guess somewhat fits with this game and this farm. Look, a solar eclipse is about to happen right now. And that would be so cool. Man, could you imagine if the 3DS version of Majora's Mask added that, where whenever the sun would go behind the moon, you would be in a solar eclipse? That would be so cool. I am sad the 3DS version didn't do that. Maybe it couldn't for whatever reason. Anyway, I don't know. That is everything I really wanted to do this cycle, so let me fast forward time for the very first time this playthrough. We're gonna go to the final night, and I'm gonna show a couple more things before we go back to the dawn of the first day. Did the moon just go down behind me? That was creepy. Okay. We go into Mama's house over here. That is what it's called. Here's Crimea once again, looking very downtrodden about the cows because I didn't help her or her sister. Hey, how you doing? Can I talk to you? Seems like no for both of the. Oh, maybe? 2 days ago, your sister. Cows are all gone, but please enjoy yourself. Yep. Same news there, but upstairs. Yes. You can see Anju from the Stockpot Inn, her grandmother, and her mother, and their dog? Is this the Clocktown dog actually in the center here? That'd be kind of cool. Are now here to stay at Cremia's house. Perhaps I was wrong. But he said so. The morning of the ceremony. He'd come meet me in my room. And I promised him I would wait, but... already, it's too late, isn't it? She's still going on about him, whoever he is. Someone named Kafei. We have his mask right here. Maybe we could cheer her up with it? I don't know. Oh, Tortoise, you're late. Tomorrow's another early day, so good night. I'll read your story tomorrow. Yes, we will be listening to your stories very soon. You say anything with this mask? No, you do not. How about you? I've been a little harsh on Anju, but it's fine this way. Right now, surviving is the important thing. I believe if you wear this mask, she has some words. Don't speak to me wearing such an unpleasant mask! So you're familiar with your daughter's situation, huh? Sorry about that. Hopefully in another timeline, I can help Anju out. Well, there's that encounter that I am, like, 4 3-day cycles late to showing. I kept meaning to do it in earlier cycles, but I just never got around to it in time, so there you are, finally. Alright, while we wait for the right time, let me go grab the rupee chest, the silver rupee chest that's at the top of the buildings in East Clocktown. Yeah, you know the one. You have to parkour a little bit and help with the bunny hood. While I'm doing this, let me tell you a funny story. So, I was doing an MCA test, a standardized test in, I want to say middle school, but it could have also been elementary school. It doesn't matter. Either way, it was a reading comprehension test. I was on that part of it. And one of the questions was like, what currency did so-and-so kid offer this adult, or whatever the story was about? And one of the options, one of the wrong options, was rupees. And for a second, I was like, holy shit! The MCA test referenced The Legend of Zelda! I can't believe it! I found out later that day that rupees are a real-world currency. And needless to say, I was very disappointed. My disappointment was immeasurable, and my day was ruined. We are still 2 hours away from this shop opening, so how about another fun fact? Since it's nighttime and we were just in the place, in the introduction sequence to the game, the opening title sequence, it's not really the introduction sequence, during the clip that pans over East Clocktown, Link is actually waving sitting on top of that balcony. It's pretty much impossible to notice from the camera angles the game gives you, but if you look closely enough, he is waving. It's kind of neat. Waving to the camera, I guess? I'm not really sure. I don't know what that animation was meant to be used for. Maybe it's like a leftover from the Great Fairies animations. I'm not sure. So in order to get what we need out of the Curiosity Shop, which is the very same all-night mask that Gossip Stone was talking about, you need to have saved the old lady's luggage, the old lady from the bomb shop's luggage, on the first night. And then, you need a grand total of 500 rupees. Sadly, I cannot deposit these. I would love to deposit these into the bank to make another large leap towards the 5,000 rupee heart piece. Sadly, that's gonna have to wait for a while. But this should be the last thing I have to buy for a while, so hopefully it'll all work out. You gotta look around. I'm doing a special sale. Check it out. Tonight's bargain is the all-night mask for use at bedtime. Forgot when this was made, but sure is a freaky mask, see? When you put it on, you can try to fall asleep, but you won't be able to. Pretty creepy, huh? That is actually terrifying, and the mask design itself doesn't help matters, but it is a mask in this game. It costs 500 rupees, so you need the Giant's wallet to afford this. You got the all-night mask. Apparently this mask won't let you drift off to sleep, even if you want to. Wear it with C. You bought a weird mask. Oh, I don't have nothing else to sell. I kid you not. So can I buy something? Do you want some water? Here, I got this for you. Do you want water? For that? Oh, what? Sure, I'll take anything. I didn't know you can sell him water. All right, the reason why you need to save the old lady's luggage is, if you do not save the old lady's luggage, I'm gonna go with Sakon for the thief's name. Anyway, Sakon will drop off the bomb bag in that shop, and that will be available for sale instead of the all-night mask. So you will need to save the old lady's luggage to make the all-night mask available. I don't know where the all-night mask comes from, and honestly, I'd rather not think about it too hard. So I'm gonna deposit my 20 rupees and probably take off to another 3-day cycle. Okay, with all that done and our new mask in possession, the time has come. Let me slow down time real quick to make sure I don't use up too much. I've been building up to this over the course of the last entire playthrough, honestly. Yeah, I've been making little drops of it here and there. I've been name dropping them a couple of times, but we still haven't gotten actually started with it. So, it is now time for us to begin the famous Anju and Kafei side quest. The premise is that, as we've heard, Anju is looking for her long-lost love, Kafei, who has disappeared mysteriously. And also, Madame Aroma, Kafei's mom, has sent us on search for him, wherever he may be. And she gave us this mask way back all that time ago. You know, English words. And we're supposed to use the mask to ask people about him. But we tried asking it to a couple people, and we haven't really gotten much information. So I guess we could start by asking Anju herself about it. Assuming the stock pot is open right now, which it might not be. If it's not, it's fine. We can always go to other places. Yeah, opens at 8 a.m. So I have other places to go in this cycle anyway, so yeah, no matter. While I'm waiting for 8 a.m. to arrive, I have taken a stop at the Astral Observatory in order to obtain a moon steer. Where does he go after that? Does he just jump up to the moon? I guess. He might have that power. 8 a.m. shall arrive very shortly. I'm just grinding rupees until then. And of course, two of them landed in the freaking thing. Thanks, guys. Honestly, I could farm rupees by, or I guess it wouldn't necessarily be farming rupees because I'd be sure to lose, but I could, like, play this minigame over and over and get the 50 rupee reward every time. Or maybe play the town gallery and keep beating records to get 50 rupees every time, but in any case, that's not what I'm focused on doing right now. Let's head into the stockpot inn real quick and talk to Anju. Specifically, I want to talk to her with Kafei's mask on, since, well, she should know him, right? Oh, that mask. You too. You're also looking for Kafei. Yay! Well, yeah. Oh my god, I forgot how terrifying this mask looks. It looks like a freaking gyro from Animal Crossing. That's all she says right now. Later in the day, there will definitely be more to see. In the meantime, I would like to head this direction, to Anju's grandmother's room, because I mentioned earlier in the series that if you have her tell you a story, it will fast forward time because Link falls asleep during the story. But if you have the all-night mask on, you can actually listen to the full story while still skipping all that time, because apparently the stories literally take hours to tell for some reason. So, that is what I'm here to do. And we need to skip time anyway, and I think the first story skips 2 hours, so... Oh, Tortoise, did you finish helping Father? Then let Mother read you a story. Tortoise is Anju's father, by the way, who might be dead. I'm not really sure. Now, which story would you like to hear? Oh, pass. No. We're gonna hear the Carnival of Time. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to listen to this one. We'll have to find out if I can. Actually, you know, I don't think I can listen to this on this cycle. This might have to be saved for a later cycle. That'll be fine, though. The Carnival of Time. The Carnival of Time, is it? The carnival is almost here, so it's good for you to learn its meaning. It's a little long, but I'll read it with some enthusiasm. The Carnival of Time. Each year, the season of harmony begins when the sun and moon are in alignment. Paying homage to the way that both nature and time are tirelessly in the process of progressing. The Carnival of Time is when the peoples of the four worlds celebrate that harmony and request fruitfulness for the year. For ages, people have worn masks resembling the giants who are the gods of the four worlds. Now, it has become a custom for each person to bring a handmade mask to the Carnival of Time. It is said that if a couple united on the day of the festival and dedicated a mask as a sign of their union, it would bring luck. That's a bit oddly phrased. If a couple united on the day of the festival and dedicated a mask... Okay, sure. I guess that works. The centerpiece of the carnival is the clock tower, and on the eve of all the festivities, the doors to its roof are opened. From atop the clock tower roof, a ceremony to call the gods is held, and an ancient song is sung. All of these festivities for the Carnival of Time are held so that we may ask the gods for a rich harvest in the year to come.
You did a good job. That's all for Tortoise. Now, when does the clock tower roof open?
On the eve of the carnival. You're not giving me much of a choice here.
You did a good job remembering. That's the boy I'm proud of. I'll give you some candy as a prize.
Ah, yes, candy. I mean, this is the best candy I've ever tasted. God, that mask looks so terrifying. You're praised by the old woman. This was added to your notebook. There's actually a second piece of art you can get from her from the other story, but again, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to listen to the other story in this cycle with what I want to do. So instead of that, actually, that didn't really skip much time at all, so I'm gonna have to play the Song of Time and wait around a little bit anyway. At close to 11 a.m., Anju will leave her post at the reception area of the Stockpot Inn and go to the kitchen to cook some food, I do believe. Yep, just stirring a pot of something in there. There's also a bug. You know, the most sanitary kitchen of all time. I mean, why do they have this sewer running through the freaking kitchen, can I just say? I don't know what that's doing there. Anyway, I think if you were outside, you could also see, like, the chimney being active right now. That's a pretty cool detail. The bubbling has stopped. And now she has food. I don't think you can talk to her right now. Oh, you can talk to her right now. What do you say? Please don't talk to me. I'm about to drop this plate. Okay, sorry. I didn't actually know you could talk to her then. Oh, that room is kind of loaded from the other side? Okay, after walking through Anju right there, accidentally, you get this very funny scene.
Oh, Tortoise, I've already had lunch.
Grandmother, I am Anju. Tortoise was my dad.
And you haven't had lunch yet. I've already had lunch. Now be quick and take that away.
Not eating is bad for you. Please eat.
Didn't I say that I already ate lunch, Tortoise? Impossible, child.
And don't eat my food. I give up.
Phew.
Well,
would you like me to read you a story?
Remember, Andrew's grandmother writes in her diary that she hates Andrew's food and is looking for excuses to not eat it as much as possible. What food do you eat then, I wonder? Oh, by the way, she also has a tiger on the back of her wheelchair, and it's believed that this is a reference to Ocarina of Time, because the character who looked a lot like Andrew's grandmother in Ocarina of Time, I think was just some, like, old crone running a potion shop somewhere. She had a pet tiger sitting on the desk, and she would pet it as you walked in, so that's a little nod to that. I think after this, Anju will drop the food off in that room, the employees only room. I don't know where she puts it in there, I guess just for later. We have been in there before. There's a chest with a silver rupee, and there's also some kind of interesting statue. I don't remember when I showed it off, so I probably won't be showing a visual example, but I may as well point that out. After this, Anju will make her way back down to the reception desk, and then something special will happen. Wow, there's another cow bobblehead right there. There's a lot of those around town. Shortly after this, in comes the postman. The postman has collected mail in the morning, and then he delivers it in the afternoon. So here he is delivering a letter to Anju. What is this?
I have delivered this to you.
Wait. This letter. Where did you?
From the post box.
That's not what I mean. From the post box where?
From the post box somewhere.
That's not what I mean. Think if you talk to them again real quick. Please tell me.
It's a secret.
The postman's being so unhelpful right now. So, she gets a letter from the postman, and after this, things change a little bit. First of all, I think you can talk to her normally. Welcome to the Stockpot Inn. Did you have a reservation? Yes! You do have a reservation, that's good. Mr. Link, is it? One moment, please. Okay, so I don't believe I've showed this guy off yet, but there is another character, a Goron from the mountains named Link, who has a reservation here at the hotel. You can actually see him in the opening sequence to the game. That's him standing right there. I mean the title sequence, not the opening sequence, you know what I mean? And if you talk to her in the afternoon, you can steal the reservation from him, because you're named the same as him.
Mr. Link, I have you down for an afternoon arrival.
Your room is our knife chamber on the 2nd floor. Here is your key. You're not sure why, but you apparently had a reservation. Yeah, for the knife chamber. I don't know why.
Please relax.
Interesting. I'll go take a look at the knife chamber. I believe the Goron named Link arrives in the hotel at 3 p.m., so you want to make sure to get this reservation before then. If you talk to her in the morning, she will not have it ready for you. You won't get the option, and then I think you're actually screwed out of that option for the rest of the cycle. So that's pretty harsh. What a ramshackle inn. Is this room first class? You can hear whoever's next door, for crying out loud. Well, whatever. We're staying for free, so we can't expect much. Yeah, and the room is also called the Knife Chamber. Someone probably carved that hole open with a knife. The other thing you can do here. If you talk to her with Kafei's mask equipped now, after she's gotten that letter, you're also looking for Kafei? I have a request. Kafei, I have a clue that will help you find him. Tonight at 11:30, please come to our kitchen. We'll talk then. Okay. Well, there we go. We're finally advancing the quest after all this time. I think the Goron's about to arrive very, very soon. I'm gonna wait around until then, see if that happens. I was just about to leave, but here he is. This is actually another nod to Ocarina of Time. There is also a Goron named after you in Ocarina of Time, but for other reasons, though. Other reasons than, you know, allowing for a reservation mix-up. That's a cool hat you have there. Looks like a postman's hat or something. I don't want to attack them. I want to talk to them. I'm terribly sorry. There are no vacancies today. We're booked solid with reservations. I made a reservation. The name is Link Goro. Mr. Link Goro? I don't have a reservation under that name. They actually kind of poke fun at how, I think in the Japanese version, the Japanese script, the Gorons end their sentences with Goro, because a lot of Japanese writing likes to do that, have those suffixes at the end of stuff. There is one close to that, but... What? Really, Goro? Well, it's nice weather, so I'll just sleep outside, Goro. He's not even that mad about it. I'm terribly sorry. I am as well. Sorry, buddy. I just kind of swiped that from under your nose. In the 3DS version, Anju knows that it is a Goron named Link who's coming to stay, so you actually have to be in Goron form to take this reservation from him. Just an important little note. Okay, with this all done, I'm just gonna walk past this guy real quick. I have no idea how long I've been recording this video. I'm assuming I'm at about 40 minutes. I'm at 1 hour and a half in terms of actual recording time, but so much of this is gonna be cut that I can't really tell. So, what I would like to do next is summon this Deku Scrub from the clock tower. You already know that for giving this guy the Moon's Tear, which you can do in any form of Link, he will give you the deed for this spot. And then there are a couple of other business scrubs, or actually not just a couple, there's 4 other business scrubs all around the land of Termina in each of the 4 regions who have asked us to provide them with some kind of spot to sell their wares or something. I can't remember what their exact language is, but this is a big, long side quest that all starts with this guy. What you have to do is talk to this guy, trade him the Moon's Tear for the land title deed, and then... if you go down to this business scrub outside the Swamp Tourist Center, and you talk to him in Hylian Link form, he'll say, I want to find something through the proper channels, and this is your indication that you need to give him the land title deed. Oh, that's a town land title deed! I wish you'd let me have that. I'll give you this land in return. Deal? And now we have the Swamp title deed. I'm going off to town right now. I'll leave the rest up to you. Oh god, do we have to watch each and every one of them leave? Oh, we definitely do, don't we? What do you have in that bag? I just gave you the deed. Are you storing the entire paper in that bag? I guess so, but it's just paper. Couldn't it fit somewhere else? Maybe it's like delicate, you need to make sure it doesn't get destroyed, or else, you know, your deed will be void and you no longer own this Deku Flower. For clearing the spot and allowing yourself to use the Deku Flower, you can finally obtain the piece of heart on the roof. I mean, I say finally, but you totally could have done this at an early point in the game. I just wanted to wait until now, because now we can complete this whole entire trading sequence. I shall be off to the next location. Snowhead looks so cool in the sunset, can I just say? It really does, man. Oh, by the way, I haven't pointed it out before, but the items that go on this side of the inventory are quest items, and these will disappear if you play the Song of Time, because you have to do the quests all over again. The next business scrub is right here in the Goron village, and I believe you have to be in Deku form in order to get the option to give him a deed. I sell bomb bags, but I'm focusing my marketing efforts on Gorons. What I'd really like to do is go back home and do business where I'm surrounded by trees and grass. But I can't open a business back home without following the proper procedures. Do you know what I mean? I sure do. Here's your swamp title deed. Ah, that's a swamp title deed? I wish you would give that to me. I'll give you this land in exchange. I think you see where this is going. There's 2 more business scrubs, 1 in Zora Hall, 1 on the edge of Iconic Canyon. We give the deed we received from the previous one to the next one, and they unlock a piece of heart for us. It's kind of a cool little sequence. And you do get a full heart container for doing this. And I'd like to talk about this real quick. One thing that's been kind of annoying me about going for 100% in this game is I think there are too many pieces of heart. Not only is it that, like, you get so many of them that they stop feeling special after a while, but there's a few pieces of heart, like one I'm about to have to do, the beaver races, where you have to do that race 3 times at minimum to get it. And I'm like, why? Especially if you've already beaten their time, why do you have to do it the 3rd time to get it? And the answer is because they had so many pieces of heart in this game that they had to stuff them in, like, the most random spots. And so it does cause this game to feel a little bloated. There's some pieces of heart where, like, you just have to jump over them, and then there's a lot of pieces of heart that take forever to get and take so much effort and are kind of annoying as a result. And I think that stuff like, you know, placing a piece of heart at the end of a mini game that you have to beat some time on, but you've already beaten the time, but it doesn't matter, but you have to do it again. It's kind of annoying. As another one, like, it is the Frog Choir. The fact you have to do all that stuff, progress all that far in the game, go free the frogs, talk to them, send them back there, set Snowhead back to spring, etc., and all you get after all that is 1 piece of heart is kind of annoying. And the only reason this is the case is because the developers stuck real hard to the usual Legend of Zelda formula of having each of the main dungeons give you a full heart container, and then out in the overworld, you get heart containers through pieces of heart. And because they only had 4 dungeons in this game, they were, quote-unquote, forced to put 52 pieces of heart in the game when they could have had far less. I'm just saying, some of these side quests should probably just reward you with full heart containers, especially the ones that take a lot of effort to get. It would make the rewards feel a lot more special. It would make the act of getting pieces of heart less repetitive. I'd actually like to do business someplace where it's cooler. It looks kind of cool in this place, but I guess the beach, maybe it is a little hot. That's a Mountain Title deed, thank you! I'll give you this land in exchange, blah, 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 blah. I like how each one's a different color. Yahoo! I'm off to the resort, the mountains are calling me! But yeah, that's just something I kind of wish about this game, that they would cut down on some of the bloat, remove some pieces of heart in favor of giving some side quest rewards a heart container instead. I just think that would work better, but, you know, I didn't make this game, so I have no control over stuff like that. See ya! You're going into the void there. Ding-dong! That is 17 heart containers! We're getting so close, man. We only have whatever 4 times 3 is left to go. 12. That's a pretty decent number of pieces of heart, actually. I thought it would be less than 12, but still, only 12. I mean, that's something, right? Oh, so happily prancing around. Is he gonna disappear? Oh yeah, he is. He darted straight to Clocktown, waiting for that old lady with the bomb bag to show up. So the reason why I had to spend a whole separate cycle saving the old lady's luggage and getting the all-night mask that way is because in order to complete the Anju and Kafei quest, you actually cannot save the old lady's luggage. I'll explain why later. Probably next video. You're from the ocean, aren't you? I'm here to sell Blue Potion. 1. Actually, I want to do business in the sea breeze while listening to the sound of the waves. But to open a place into the base, you need to go to the proper channels so you understand what I mean. Here we go. Oh, if that isn't an ocean title deed, let me have that. Please, if I have that, then my dreams will come true. I'm not asking for it for free. I'll give you this. Ooh, huge rupee, 200 rupees. There's not many of these in this game. This is good. Oh yeah, the nut brown beauties are waiting. The nut brown beauties? Sure, whatever. Okay. Like I said, I have no idea how long this video has been going. There is something within the region we can go take care of right now, and I would like to. And hopefully it won't take up too much time that we'll be late for a meeting with Anju in the middle of the night, but yeah. I might go do that right now, since we are basically right next to it. There's no real reason not to. Here's a new piece of heart, starting off the next heart, the 18th heart in our heart container list. Yeah, I've decided I may as well do this right now, unless I have something super important to do. Okay, well, I can actually think of one thing, and that is to go deposit my rupees. But while I'm on the way to do that, let me show a little something that's cool. If you take this river and you follow the current down to the edge, you emerge in the southern swamp. It's a way that the areas are a little interconnected. If we open up the map, we can see, yeah, that river there in the canyon does just kind of make its way down to the swamp, even though we are nowhere near where it ends up. Close enough. 2,000. Okay, we're almost halfway there. Oh, I completely forgot to talk as I was... Alright, let me show where I am real quick. This is the canyon. This is Iconic Canyon, and this is the river running through it. You want to go this direction for a little special something secret. Sorry about that. I've been going on so many long moments of silence in this video that I have forgotten completely to talk just then. Alright, let's climb out. There's actually a sign here. First of all, what does this sign say? Secret shrine behind waterfall. Now awaiting the challenges of bold visitors sure of their might. Something I've never really shown in this game is you can attack signs. You can slice them vertically and horizontally, and maybe even you can thrust them. Yep, you sure can. And then after that, if you play the Song of Healing, the sign gets put back together. It's pretty funny. Alright, anyway, let's check out what the secret cave is. This will be one of the last things we do this episode. I think I'll do this, and then, honestly, we might just be done for the video. This might be the last thing we do this video. Because again, I have no idea how long it's gone on. Maybe editing me has decided it's gone on too long and has found a good stopping point. That would be very nice of him. Okay, if you bring magic beans here, you can plant them here, and the magic beans take you all around the roof where you can get a bunch of green rupees. Do you think it's worth it? Personally, I don't. I mean, it's probably like 20 rupees or something. It's probably nothing to sneeze at, but still. You have to use a light arrow on the sun switch to get inside. I don't think there's any patch of light. Yeah, there's no patch of light in here, so gotta use the light arrow. You must have beaten Stone Tower Temple, or at least made enough progress through it to do so.
It seems somehow you have managed to send the Icana's wandering spirits into peace.
Not in this timeline.
But outside of Icana, there are still swarms of wandering spirits with lingering regrets. The ones in this room want to meet you again, and have been waiting here for quite a while. Go see them, if you feel like it.
The writing on this guy is very weird, I must say.
I'm sure they'll welcome you.
Ooh, hey, you faded out normally, unlike the other two versions of you. Okay, so what you need to do is flap around this room. If you fall in the water, it takes a dragon's age to get back out, so best not to do that. We're gonna start with this, and see what we have to do here. Said we have to fight something, right? Yep, okay. So this is basically a mini-boss rematch little mini-dungeon area, where you have to fight a Dinolphos. You know what, I'm just gonna bring out the big guns straight away. Yeah, we'll put that in the last slot. Hiya! 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 We killed him in one hit! That's insane! You have to fight 3 at once, but they're no problem if you have this sword. Then you get rewarded with a chest. I hope rupees are inside there. I actually do hope rupees are inside there. I've never been so excited to obtain rupees in this game before. Hey, it is! Alright, 100 rupees. So there's one weird thing about this little cave, this mini-boss rematch sequence. I'll be covering that at a later time. For now, let's just keep going. Hey-up! And hey-up! And hey-up! I don't think there's... Is there anything secret to do in this main room? I don't think there's... Yeah, there's pots under the water. Who cares? We don't need them. We got the Great Fairy Sword. I think we'll be just fine. I love that dragon on the door, though, and now it's holding a heart in its mouth. That's pretty cool. Ah, yes, it's a Withrobe. This is, what, fight number 6? Okay, I want to take off those light arrows. We do not need those. I don't know which one this guy is. It doesn't matter. We'll just shoot him normally. Seems like this one's an ice guy. Yeah, it's an ice guy. He's got a blue flame, and that's what that means. You kind of get the point with these mid-bosses. I have no real reason to show off their encounters, because, yeah, they're nothing new. We fought them before, especially this guy. We fought him too many times, if you ask me. Okay, is this going to be another rupee chest, or perhaps something else? Maybe some bomb chew? I've only played this sequence once before, this side area once before, so yeah, I don't really know what it has. I'm going to be reacting to it blind. Okay, another silver rupee. I'll take it. More and more to deposit to the bank. I am about halfway progressed to the 5,000. I'm at 2,300 rupees right now, deposited in the bank. So yeah, just under halfway. I'm hoping I can get to the top before this series is done. That would be very nice. Okay, we got 2 more to go. Who's this? Ah, yes. It's you! You again! Oh boy, this is gonna be hard. We do have the Great Fairy Sword, and with the powerful spin attack this sword has, this should be fine. Hiya! 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 Nope. I'm just failing to do it. I just don't think I'm swinging it correctly. There we go. I think what you have to do is you have to start moving. Alright, what if I do this? I'm just spinning it in circles and spamming the attack button. Okay, it's kind of working, I guess. I don't know, this thing is just finicky. Good news is, we have extra power defense, so even though this guy got us close to death back in Great Bay Temple, it should be fine this time around. Wow, light arrows are ineffective as hell. Somehow, why are fire arrows stronger than light arrows in this case? I don't know, I guess the water's weak to fire or something. Yeah, it's easiest if I start moving and then spin it in a circle. And even then, I still don't get it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm bad. I'm bad at this game. Despite having played it for hundreds of hours, literally, I'm bad at this game. I'm good at this game on 3DS. It's the N64 version I'm not used to. Okay, come on, buddy. Open your eye. Open wide. Wow, okay, that unleashed a lot. Okay, got him again. I hate the cooldown. Got him again. Okay, there we go. Finally. We're in this phase. Oh my god. The game is running at like 5 frames per second as I go for that. It's pretty cool though. Actually, it's not running at 5 frames per second. The game just freezes momentarily when you kill something. It's a nice little cinematic effect. That's scary. It's very scary. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here. Alright, let me try these out on you. Fuck. Whoa, that was a nice shot I just got. That was like the best shot I've ever gotten in this entire game, I think. I am so including that in the video, unless this recording somehow dies because I've been going on for too long. Alright, it was a long and hard-fought battle, but we did it. Please give me another silver rupee for my troubles, or a huge rupee. I'd take one of those. I'd take that as well. Yeah, the first 2 guys were easy. That guy's one tough cookie, I gotta say, especially in the N64 version with the worst aiming. Okay, I will take it. I will take it. You love to see silver rupees. Let me restock real quick, and then we'll be moving on to the last one. Now, it's time for me to cover a hidden mechanic involving this area. On my practice playthrough, I beat those first 3 mini-bosses, and then I went this direction to the final one. And then I was stopped right here at the door because I didn't have enough heart containers. For whatever reason, this area blocks you from fighting any of the bosses if you don't have a certain number of heart containers. I'll show what the heart container requirements are on the screen right now. This is completely stupid, if you ask me, especially this last one. This last one requires 16 heart containers. And it's in service of fighting the Garo Master. I'd like you to remember that we have to shoot a light arrow on the sun switch to enter this place at all, meaning we have to have beaten the Garo Master to access this place. Why do we need a certain amount of heart containers in order to fight this guy again? He is no different than he was the first time, except that I'm worse, apparently. He is absolutely no different than he was the first time. It's the same fight all around, no increased health, no increased damage, nothing. Why in the world is there a health requirement for any of these bosses, let alone the Garo Master, whom you had to have beaten to access this place? Oh, he attacks you there. Well, sorry, Link. I just made you take 5 million hits to the face for no reason. Sorry, just needed to vent about that. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Let's claim this. Is this another rupee chest? Okay, it is. We do have all of them beaten, so we should get something for it, right? Right? Just a little special something that you can't guess what that special something is.
You really are an amazing person, Link. It seems you've somehow managed to heal their souls.
Maybe that's why you needed heart containers. You could use their hearts to heal them.
Maybe I shall vanish soon myself. Well then.
I wonder what's inside that chest. What could it be? A new mask? A huge rupee? Something even larger than a huge rupee? It's a piece of heart. I'm starting to feel that whole thing of like, we've gotten so many of these that it's like, oh boy, another piece of heart to add to the pile. Can't wait to get my next piece of heart from the next side quest I do. Inevitably, it'll give it to me. I do personally think that the side quests that reward you with masks are a lot more interesting than the, what am I trying to say? Than the ones that reward pieces of art. Okay, with all that... Really? Link just walked into that automatically. I did not control him there. With all that done, I'm going to teleport myself back to Clocktown as the meeting with Anju is going to take place very soon, and I'd like to be there and prepared for it. But I'm going to end the video here. I've been recording for 2 hours, and I know for a fact I probably have an entire hour of random footage stacked up to cut out from the final video, so sorry if this video ended up on the long side. Hopefully me cutting it short here will be fine. Something like that. I don't know. I've also been recording for so long that I cannot talk coherently, so this is another reason that I should stop here. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, we're gonna meet up with Anju to get a hint as to Kafei's location, and then we will officially start on the search for him. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.